The resolution before us today is be resolved. Corporal punishment be allowed in schools. Mr. David Koo will represent the affirmative side of the debate, and Mr. Jin will represent the negative side. On behalf of YSI Academy, I would like to express a sincere welcome to everyone in the audience. My name is Eric Jung, and I am your moderator. Each speaker will deliver a constructive speech. Each speaker will also get the opportunity to give a rebuttal. After the affirmative speaker's speech, I'll immediately call upon the speaker for the negative side to begin his address. I now call upon Mr. David Koo to introduce the affirmative case.
Today, lack of discipline is one of the biggest problems in education, and I believe that it is a direct result of the abolition of corporal punishment in many schools. I feel strongly that lifting the ban on corporal punishment will solve or significantly reduce as the affirmative speaker in this debate. I will argue that corporal punishment, which is the infliction of pain but not injury to change behavior, should be allowed in schools. Studies show that student misbehavior has increased in many schools that have banned corporal punishment. One 2010 study revealed that the main reason offered by most researchers for the deterioration of discipline is that teachers are no longer permitted to use corporal punishment. I agree with this assessment of the situation and fully support the reinstatement of corporal punishment as an option for teachers dealing with unruly and unacceptable student behavior. In the past, corporal punishment proved to be an effective tool to correct and deter student misbehavior. In fact, it is much more effective than a good talking to, a technique used commonly by several schools today. The punishments that students are given today are almost laughable. They do not punish or deter student behavior. Detention? So weak. A few days suspension? Oh no, that's like giving the offending student a holiday. Mr. Moderator, these so-called punishments do not punish or deter student behavior. In fact, since corporal punishment has been prohibited, some schools have seen an alarming increase in violence and bad behaviors in classrooms and schools because students realize that their teachers, without the threat of corporal punishment, are powerless to control them. Indeed, corporal punishment should be allowed in schools as it can successfully discipline unruly students, maintain order, and ensure a safe learning environment in schools. This resolution must, therefore, stand. Thank you.
Most students will feel scared if their teachers inform them that their punishment for bad behavior in class will be physical. Corporal punishment, which involves being struck either across the buttocks or in hands with a stick or a paddle, is no fun. It hurts in many ways. Good afternoon, Mr. Moderator, honorable judges, my worthy opponent, and ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Moderator, I will now continue my constructive speech. The first reason why I believe that corporal punishment should not be allowed in schools in Canada or any other country is because when teachers hit students, there are always adverse effects. As I said in my introduction, corporal punishment hurts. Being hit with a stick is painful, and although most students do not get lasting bruises or serious injuries, some do. Even spanking on the buttocks can cause severe harm, such as damage to the sciatic nerves. Students who are paddled may also lose respect for and trust in their teachers. They may feel humiliated and may begin to resent or even hate the teachers who administered the punishment. and may behave worse in the future. Second, most psychologists do not agree with the idea of corporal punishment in schools. They believe that corporal punishment is violent, unnecessary, and also useless as it does not stop or reduce the undesired behavior of students. The fact that so many countries have prohibited corporal punishment in schools suggests that this practice is truly a bad idea. Before closing, Mr. Moderator, I would like to reiterate my arguments. I argue that corporal punishment has many adverse effects. I pointed out that most civilized countries have banned the practice. For these reasons, I say that corporal punishment should definitely not be allowed in schools. This resolution must therefore fall.
Mr.
Thank you.
Moderator, now I will start my rebuttal. My opponent said that some students have suffered broken arms and nerve and muscle damage as the result of corporal punishment. However, as I said in my introduction, corporal punishment is the infliction of pain, but not injury, to change behavior. It is a result of abuse. My opponent also said that corporal punishments do not stop or reduce the misbehavior of students. However, he is wrong, as lack of discipline only became a serious problem in schools after corporal punishment was prohibited.
The debate is now ended. Thank you, judges, debaters, and audience for your participation.